Hi guys, today we're going to look at the with construct. This can be used to simplify your code. What we're going to do is we're going to use the macro recorder, do a little bit of cheating to set some of the formatting, and have a look at some of the objects, properties and methods that it actually outputs. And then we're going to simplify that code using a with construct or statement. It'll all become clear, but until then, let's get going. So what I want to do is I want to alter this, the format of A1 first of all. So range A1, as you can see, it's like battleships, column A, row 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my developer. If you don't have access to the developer toolbar, what you have to do is go File. This is applicable in Excel 2013, but it also works in other versions. So Options, and then you need to go Customize Ribbon. And if you can see on the right hand side, Customize this ribbon, the main tabs part, the developer will be unticked if you've not got access to it. You tick that there, click OK, and then on the top menu you can see developer. So on your ribbon it's there. So then what we're going to do is we can either do it two ways. We can press record macro here, or if you see this little sign down here, it says record macro as well. We'll use that one for now. We're going to give this macro a name. We're going to call it formatting A1. You can set a shortcut key. We're not going to do that today. I can give it a little description. Macro recording of formatting range A1. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is click there, and I'm going to set a few different styles. So I'm going to change the font, I'm going to change the text color, I'm going to add a few other little groovy effects, like I'm going to wrap the text. I'm going to angle it clockwise. No, I'm not. I'm going to change that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to angle it counterclockwise. That's better. I'm going to change the backfill. What else can we do? We'll set some formatting in that cell as well. So we'll have a thick bottom border like that. Okay. So yeah, that looks good. So now if I then go back to my developer menu and stop recording, that will have captured all the Visual Basic code that we need to work with range A1. So let's go into macros. Just what I did there, sorry. I went to macros on my toolbar. You can see there we've got formatting A1, the one that was just recorded. We're going to go edit that. I'm going to examine the code. So as you can see, this is already actually formatted it with a with construct. Some of these options we don't need, but we could simply do it similar to this. We could go with, instead of putting with selection.font, we could go with range A1 dot, and I think you can access font directly without having to. We can get rid of that with block there. With range A1 font, I'm going to say name is equal to Arial Black. Yeah, I want to keep that. The size is equal to 11. Strike through, we don't need that. We don't need superscript, we don't need subscript, we don't need outline font, we don't need shadow, we don't need underline. And then we can go copy this one, because that's recorded something from the bottom, because we clicked on it more than once. Then we can go with selection. So that's the font property. That's the font property of that range. And these are all properties of that font object there. So if you think about objects, properties and methods, that range has got properties, so font is a property of that range. And it can also be a method because you can change the font colour. They're properties of font, so Arial Black size. But essentially then we can simplify this code by using the with.End with statement. We're not going to do everything that we've just done because that's quite a lot of code there. We'll probably just do the basic bit of formatting that we did at the start. So, why do we use a with.End with statement? It's simple, it just stops you typing code. Otherwise I'd have to do this, and I'm going to replicate it. Range A1 dot font dot name equals Arial Black. Range A1 dot font dot name equals size dot size equals 11. Range A1 dot theme color dot font dot theme color equals XL theme color light 2. So as you can see, the with.End with block, instead of selecting with range A1 dot font dot name equals Arial Black, we can basically just shorten it and say what we want to work with is range A1, and we want to work with the font property of that range. And then we can just, instead of having to retype range A1 dot font dot size equals 11, we can just say dot size equals 11, dot name equals Arial Black, dot theme color equals the theme color. So instead of typing this essentially 3 times, the range A1 dot font, I've typed it once, and that's where the with.End with block and construct really is powerful. So after that, what we're going to do is we're going to assign this to a button. So I'll show you how to do that. So that'll be different when we run this macro now. So if I reset that to default, so if I get rid of A1, insert another column there and put change cell. When we add our button, so if you go to developer, insert ActiveX control and the button property, it'll give you a little crosshair there. All you need to do is left hold down and select the size of your button. Then this button then gets tied to a macro, so it's formatting A1. And then all we're going to do is edit that text. We're going to call it change cell A1. So essentially, with that with.End with block, we've just added some quick code that does some formatting for us. You can do it on ranges, you can do it on headers, you can do it to change the font size, hide rows, etc, etc. That's not the importance of it. Basically the range object is there, and with the with block it really simplifies writing all the code. For some reason though. So that's the benefit of using the with.End with construct, that it just basically stops you having to write range A1.font each time you want to refer to a property of that font. So yeah, the property of the font for the name is the actual string value that we set it to, Arial Black. We've got integer value for the size, and then we've actually got one of the XL's inbuilt theme colours there, but we could specify some kind of RGB colouring scheme or something like that. But essentially the demonstration here is just to make sure that you understand how this simplifies the code. So you can see that this inherently is more simple than that. So it just reduces typing. That's all a with.End with constructs for. I hope you found that informative. I'll post this code online, so it'll be with the actual video and it'll be linked to my website. Keep watching guys, I hope you enjoy my Excel VBA tutorials, and we'll see you next time. Thanks!